the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, they come in off a win in their last game against the Celtics in Boston, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Indiana Pacers are ready to go. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. The injury to Kyrie Irving. This is the really big news. Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Anderson Varejao. And Freak subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for George Hill. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Turner, Rodney Stuckey out there with Ellis. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's George in at the small forward position. Now here's Stuckey. Tight defense on him. Moves back up. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Misses the layup.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Cavaliers have missed more than they have made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7.
And they've been the more physical team, offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
A big disparity in the free throws, and that's been a big boost to their offense.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Mon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Freak kicks to Thompson. Mozgov dishes to Freak. From the baseline. Rodney Stuckey pulls it in. Pacers trail by 11. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
And thanks for that story, Doris. The Pacers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And that one falls to Monte Ellis.
Oh my gosh, I just got this.
2 shots. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Cleveland leading by 13. Freak with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston. Puts up the baby hook. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And even though it didn't go down, he did some nice work to get that inside.
30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hill, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here's Ellis. He's covered closely. Great defense that time from Freak.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top as they end the first quarter.
For me, at a younger age, I was...
Again, just another part of the maturation process. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Freak subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Spates. Hill comes in for Terrence Jones. Ellis is checked in for Solomon Hill. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Turner is out there with Hill. Then it's Ellis, and it's Stuckey in at the 1, and the first one drops. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Too easy, too easy.
And both free throws good from Freak. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ellis kicks to Turner. On the wing, Stuckey. Back to Turner. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Freak passes to Mozgov. Smith against Stuckey. And that one's drained from the low block. That's 12 points for Smith.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Shots good by Ellis.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And the shot is good. There's 1:38 left here in the second. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Hill. Intense shot. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Hit. Shooting one.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Cleveland.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Freak dishes to Thompson. Jefferson against George. 5 to shoot. Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Freak's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Ellis outside. Out to Stuckey. The feed to Hill. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
George against Jefferson. Back to Mozgov. Pass to Smith. Jefferson kicks to Freak. Puts it up from 12. Here's Thompson and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary. You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Cavaliers lead.
Well, Coach Vogel, a tough going for your guys so far tonight. What's been the biggest obstacle to pulling off your game plan?
Well, they're just a great defensive team. You know, we're not handling our pressure well enough. We're trying to work it inside. They're fronting, and we got to execute our counters.
Thank you for the time, Coach. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Talk about being on it.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Spates. Hill comes in for Jones. Hill, he's checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Thompson down low with Mozgov. And it's Freak in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Stuckey kicks to Hill. Gets it down to single digits. Hill's got 12.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Pacers trail by 11. Stuckey with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. They set the screen. Pick up by Hill. It's back to Hill. Off the pick. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 14 points for him.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Hill passes to Hill. Stuckey outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They led by as many as 18 points. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
Move the ball. Stick it to Mike.
Freak with it. Hill's there. And that one's good. Freak.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
It's Hill on the wing. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. No one near James as he lets it go. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Now here is Hill. Tight defense on him. Stuckey left side. It's back to Hill. For the three. Got a hand on it, but they get it back. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Hill comes in for Jones. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Hill. And so in the game for the Pacers, Turner. And it's Stuckey in at the 1 spot.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Now, Freak. Jefferson dishes to Thompson. And the shot is good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. they were just at times seemed toying with him.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for James. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Timofey Mozgov. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he sinks the second.
Thank you, Cleveland!
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pick up by Hill. And Augustin kicks to Hill. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. 4-2 foul.
First free throw is good.